So hello, today I'm in Pendine in Wales, in a county called Carmarthenshire, and I'm going to talk about, well, very briefly about the church St Margaret's of Antioch, I believe. So as you can see, Wales is a completely different place to where I'm normally at, which is Essex, but wherever I go I try and have a little look around at historic places, as I absolutely love it. And Wales is a most interesting place to wander around. I must say, compared to Essex, which does have hills, Wales has got hills on hills, so you need a certain amount of fitness if you're going to wander around. I can't tell you anything about this church because, like I say, I haven't done any research, but it looks like it's Victorian, and it looks like the original Pendine village was here, and if you follow that road down to the coast, which is about, well, I walked it, it's 700, well, it's 3/4 of a mile. Today down there, there's quite a busy community relating to the beach, which is connected to land speed records. When we say land speed records, we're talking, I believe, from the early 20s, motorbike and car, where Campbell raced the famous Bluebird. I've forgotten the name of his rival, apologies, but he also raced, I think the speed went up to 170 something miles an hour. Also, Amy Johnson flew the first flight of a married couple from this beach, Pendine's beach, to America, and she was a legend. Pendine itself, what I see on the Wikipedia, is in the dunes or end of dunes. I think it might be end of dunes. And I guess that's relating to the peninsula where the beach sits on. So Pendine today, it looks like it's a mixture of tourism and farming today. You can see that the village surrounds itself around the original cemetery and the church, St Margaret's. Now, like churches in Essex, they've more or less sourced stone from local quarries, and you can see this stone here is particularly black, dark. I guess it's Carmarthenshire stone. Now, also counted on the map that Pendine, or Carmarthenshire, the county, has, let's just have a little look, 9 castles. It's unbelievable. So this all dates back to the early Edwards, where England was at constant war with Wales. And as you see on that post box, there's a little sign and they still want their true independence, and I can't blame them. So as I understand it, Wales has got its own parliament, but a lot of control comes from Westminster in London, as it's been for a long time now. So maybe in the near future Britain will, the United Kingdom will break up. Like one big dysfunctional family really, but we all seem to get on. But this is the most interesting little place. You can see, look, it's lovely, it's very idyllic. Just as you'd imagine Wales to be. Now we passed through from Essex driving, and it took us about 5.5 hours with stopping. A very small West Tower. So I'm used to walking around much bigger churches. Although this is perfectly suited for the community, I guess. It's Victorian, but they've still put the small arrow slits in there. So this is walking past the south porch. Try and weave myself through these headstones. I believe it's a single bell. It's a non-fancy affair. It's just basically got a rope at the top, going up to the top, and a single bell. So it works perfectly fine. It's most interesting though. I've seen cemeteries in Essex. I've been to quite a few, and there's some headstones up against the wall there as well. Seems that the carvings have survived really well here. This stone must be incredibly hard. Detail. I think in Essex we use like a sandstone. I don't know if this is some sort of slate, but I mean, look at this incredible detail. When I looked at the date, 1693, and it's the detail is still really crisp. Incredible stone, whatever they've used. And look, 1739. This one's not weathered so well, but that would be the time of Richard Dick Turpin of England, causing mayhem. Again, great detail, and they've even put in a bit of Norman architecture there, I think. Now that window there, without looking into it too much, looks like a lancet window from the Norman period. So it's most likely, without looking at any history, that there would have been a manor here, most definitely, and a church. So I mean, look at the detail of this. 1816, so Napoleonic times. Glorious sunny day. You can see it's sitting on a bit of a crossroads. It's the main road straight ahead, or there's a road there straight ahead. A very bent, buckled gate. That old iron. Actually, I've got a feeling this might be steel. This might be more modern than it looks. But yeah. There's a sign there. Yeah, I'd definitely have to come back here again. I have been to Wales about 10 times when I was a young fella. But I think now I'm a bit older, I'm more interested in the historical side of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.